Good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. We're going to be doing math lesson 8.6, so you will need pages 571. We're going to do the back 572, 573, and 574. And then your homework will be pages 575 and 576. So for today's math lesson, we're going to be talking about measuring different things in inches and feet. And all they want us to understand is that an inch is a smaller unit of measurement and a foot is a bigger unit of measurement, okay? Because remember looking at the ruler from the other day, the ruler is 12 inches long. 12 inches make one whole foot. So if you hear somebody saying, oh, I'm 4 feet tall, that's like putting 4 rulers all on top of each other, okay? They're 4 rulers tall. So we're going to be looking at pictures on our pages of different objects that we see every day, and we're going to be figuring out how many inches they are and then how many feet that would be. So just really quick, I'm just going to show you the dry erase board that I use over here on my wall. So I'm going to move my camera and make sure that you can see that. Okay, and I'm just going to show you really quick. So if I take my ruler and I wanted to measure this bulletin board, I can see that I put up my ruler and this is 12 inches or 1 foot, but I didn't measure the whole thing yet. So this is already 1 foot or 12 inches. How many inches or how many feet across is this whole white dry erase board? So if I put my ruler here and then I can put my finger, okay, that's 1 foot or 12 inches. Then if I go ahead and move my ruler, I can see now that it is just about 2 feet. It was 2 rulers, 12 inches and then another 12 inches. And if I add 12 plus 12, 12 plus 12, I get 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2. So my dry erase board is 24 inches, because it was 12 inches plus 12 inches. It's 24 inches or 2 feet. This is 1 foot and this is 1 foot. So when you add that together, it makes 2 feet or 24 inches. So that's what we're going to be doing on our worksheets today. So I am going to have you get out page 572. So if you don't have that in front of you, go and grab it and meet me back here. I'm going to go ahead and put my paper up. I'm going to move it just a little bit closer for you to see. Okay. So up at the top, they're showing us and telling us that 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. That's what I just showed you up on the ruler. Okay? This is 12 inches. The ruler is 1 foot long. So if your dad is 6 feet tall, that's like putting 6 rulers to measure him. You would put 6 rulers right on top of each other to measure your dad. Okay? So it says a 12-inch ruler is 1 foot long. That's what we just talked about. So over here, they're measuring the table. So if this table in real life, it would be about 60 inches long. Okay? So the real table is 5 feet long, because if you measure this table in real life with rulers, you would have about 5 rulers going right across. And each ruler is 1 foot, so then that would be 5 feet. 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 would be 5 feet. So we're going to come down here and we're going to look at the desk. If you remember your desk from school, a desk is about 2 feet. Okay, so go ahead and write in 2 feet. Now, we know that 1 foot equals 12 inches, okay? 1 foot equals 12 inches. You can write this up here if you want to help you remember. So if I have 2 of these, how many 12s do I have to add together? Right, 2. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do 12 plus 12. And that's just what I did when I measured my dry erase board. And the answer is 24. So the desk is 24 inches or 2 feet. Okay, how about a window? A window is about 3 feet, okay? So if it's 3 feet, how many 12s do I have to add together? Right, 3. So we're going to do 12 plus 12 plus 12. And 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So how many inches would a window be? Right, 36 inches. How many feet do you think a door would be? How many feet? It'd have to be tall enough for grown-ups to fit through. So doors are about 7 feet tall. Whoops, I'm sorry. We're going across here. That's 24. So that's 2 feet. They're going across. So a door is usually about 2 feet wide, just like the desk. So if I look back up here and I see 2 feet for my desk and 2 feet for my door, we know that it's 24 inches, right? I had to pay attention to where they wanted me to measure. I thought they wanted me to measure going up and down. That would be about 7 feet. So then we would have to add 12 7 times. But I see down here they had the arrows going across. So a door is usually about 2 feet wide. And that would be 24 inches. Okay, we're going to go to page 573. Okay, up at the top, we're doing the same thing. And all they want us to realize is that an inch is a smaller unit of measurement, okay? Remember, the inches on my ruler are very small. This is 1 inch, this is 1 inch, this is 1 inch, but the entire ruler is 1 foot. So a foot is a bigger unit of measurement, okay? All right, let's take a look at the chalkboard, okay? Let's say a chalkboard is 5 feet long, okay? So I'm gonna write 5 feet, okay? So now we have to add how many 12s together? Right, 5. So you're gonna have to write small. If you write really big, try to write small or get another piece of scrap paper out to work on so you can add up your 12. We know that 12 plus 12 is 24. Okay, so that's 2 12s. Now let's add one more. So 24 plus 12 is 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. So now we added 1, 2, 3 12s. I'm going to put my 36 over here. Okay, I have to add 5 12s. I have 3 so far. I got to add one more here. 36. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, so that's 4 12s now. I just need one more for 5. So 48 plus 12. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put my 0 there. Bring my 1 over. 1 plus 4 is 5. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. So the chalkboard is 60 inches. And it's 60. It has to be all these inches because remember the inches are smaller. Okay? So it's lots of inches, 60 inches, but 60 inches are 5 feet because remember, there's 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay? The feet are a bigger unit of measurement. Let's do the poster. I think usually a poster is probably about, let me circle this to make sure I got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go down here to the poster. Posters are usually about, maybe 3 feet. 3 feet. If it's 3 feet, we know we have to measure, we have to add 12 3 times because there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So we're going to do 12 plus 12 is 24 plus 12. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 36 inches. Okay, down here to the desk, the teacher's desk. I would say a teacher's desk is probably about 4 feet. 4 feet. And if it's 4 feet, that's 4 rulers. Because 1 ruler is 12 inches, which is 1 foot. Okay? So if you want to go ahead, I know we wrote it on the front, but if you want to write up here, 1 foot equals 12 inches, so that you remember. And we have 4 feet down here, so I got to add 12 how many times? 4. So 12 plus 12 is 24. Plus 12, 36. 36 plus 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. And there's 1 12, 2, 3, 4. So I added 12 4 times and got 48 inches. Okay. Down here for the easel, I would say an easel is probably 3 feet tall. So I'm going to put in my 3 feet. And we added 3 feet up here. And what did we get? 36 inches. 12 plus 12 is 24. We've done that a bunch of times. Plus 12 more. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 36 inches. How about the bulletin board? Let's say bulletin boards come in different sizes. I would say this one is maybe, let's do 4 feet. 4 feet. So we would have to add 12 how many times, right? 4. So 12 plus 12 is 24. plus 12 is 36. And then 36 plus 12, 3 plus 1 is 4, 48 inches. Okay, and remember you can pause and rewind if you need to. Okay, let's flip this paper over. We're going to go to page 574 on the back. Okay, so number 9 is, it says estimating. Estimate the length of a real shelf in inches and in feet, then measure. So here they just want us to guess how many feet we think a shelf would be. So we're just gonna, since I don't have a shelf in front of me to measure, we're gonna do the same thing like we did on the front. So a shelf in real life would be about 2 feet. Okay, and 2 feet is 12 plus 12, right? Remember on our ruler, this is 12, 1 foot, and we have 2 of these, so we have to do 12 plus 12 to figure out the inches, okay? So 12 plus 12, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 1 plus 1 is 2, so it's 24 inches, and we can just go ahead and write that in for the measurements too. You can always go around your house and take a guess of how long you think something is, whether it's maybe your kitchen table that you eat in, or maybe how tall your refrigerator is, or something like that. Or if you have a desk at home that you work at, you can estimate, take a guess on how long you think it is, and then go ahead and measure it and see if your guess is right. Number 10, it says, look at your measurements for the shelf. Why is the number of inches different from the number of feet? Well, that's what we've been talking about this whole time. So it has to be different from feet because feet are a larger unit of measurement and inches are smaller. So it takes more inches to measure something than it does feet. So you can write in here that the number of inches is different from the number of feet. Feet are a larger unit of measurement. Inches are smaller. Okay, and then if you're writing this down, you can pause it to finish copying. So there will be more inches than feet. Because we can write in there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay? Remember that there's lots of inches, right? When we measured my bulletin board, there were 24 inches, but there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So it's 2 feet, but 24 inches. There's lots of inches, 12 inches in 1 foot. So that's why we wrote that in our answer. Number 11, use the words on the tiles that make the sentences true. So a bookshelf. a bookshelf is 4 inches long or 4 feet long? A bookshelf. Remember, 4 inches is only going to be like this. Right to here. So is this how big a bookshelf is? No. So it would have to be 4 feet. So go ahead and write in feet. Deb's necklace is, what do you think, 20 inches or 20 feet? Go ahead and write it in. Right, 20 inches. 20 feet, that's really long. That's almost the size of like a room in your house. So we know it would have to be inches. A marker is 3 blank long. What do you think? Yep, inches, you got it. And then Jim's bicycle is 4 inches or 4 feet. Right, 4 feet. That would make the most sense. Okay, boys and girls, so just remember that when you are talking about measuring things and you're talking about inches or feet, the inches are smaller and a foot is bigger. Okay, remember a whole foot has all 12 inches inside of it. Okay? So when we were talking about these answers down here and it's saying a marker is 3 feet long, so then you have to think, is a marker 3 rulers long? No. It's 3 inches long. The inches are smaller and feet are bigger. Okay, so go ahead and try your homework. It's doing the same things, so you can find different things around your house. And remember, if you don't have a ruler, we were using our fingers the other day to measure. So you can try that. It might be a little bit trickier, but you can go ahead and try. And then tomorrow, boys and girls, there will not be a lesson 8.7 in your book. We're gonna that is something you can do on your own at home. So I will see you back here on Friday for lesson 8.8.